In this clip, we're going to be learning how to work with stock data within Excel. So I'm going to be teaching you how to set up a table where you can type in your tickers and have the data populate for you within Excel. So as you can see, if I wanted to add a new record, let's say Meta, so Facebook, we can simply add our field and the data populates. We're also going to be walking through creating a chart where it actually shows you the price history for any specific ticker you want. So as you can see within this example, I'm going to be able to change out the dates. So let's say 5/1/2022, and I want to pick a different ticker. Let's say Shopify, and boom, as you can see, there you go, it just spits it right out for us. So let's jump back to the watch list and start there. Alright, so to get this started, we'll just first off create a column name. So we'll call this ticker, and we'll populate it with one of our tickers for now. So I'll just plug in Tesla. And what we'll then do is insert a table. Table has headers. I'm going to add one more ticker in here. And what I'll now do is I'm going to dynamically select this table. So you want to hover over the column header until you get this little arrow, and it actually dynamically will select your values. So that way if you're going to be adding more tickers to it, they'll also work. So once we have them selected, we're going to go to our data tab, data types, and select stocks. As you can see, this updates to the actual name. So now we can pull in different data elements for that specific ticker. So to do this, all you have to do is just plug in an equal sign, relate it back to the ticker, put a dot, and now you can see we have all these different fields we can populate. So we can pull in our 52-week low and high, so we can pull in all these different values. So let's start out with the 52-week high, and we'll also throw in the 52-week low. So 52 high, 52 low. You can pull in whatever fields are important to you. So pull in the price, you can pull in the industry, and you can use any of those other additional fields. So now as you can see, if I plug in other tickers, the data will populate. What you'll then be able to do is you can put in a column for your shares. You can then input your calculations for your profit and loss. You can do whatever really you want to analyze your data. So this is nice to be able to create a watch list with multiple different data elements. Let's now review a chart where it actually shows the price change. So to do this, there's a built-in function within Excel called stock history. So you can just type in equals stock history, and as you can see, there's your parameters. So you have your stock, your start and end date, your interval, so if you want the data daily, weekly, or monthly, and then additional properties. I'm going to enable some parameters so that we're able to easily change it without actually having to go into the formula every time. So I'll plug in a start date, I'll plug in an end date, and I'll plug in a ticker. I'll plug in some dummy values. In the example I had previously, I set up data validation on here. I have another video that explains how to do that if you're interested. So what we'll now do is enter the stock history formula. So just stock history. And now instead of actually manually entering this, we're going to come back and relate it to our parameter cells above. So we have our ticker, we have our start date, we have our end date, we have our interval. We'll select daily. We could create those as parameters as well. We'll select show header, and then from here we just want the date and the price. We'll take the closing price. So I'll close that up, we'll hit enter. As you can see, that's going to generate, it's going to pull the data for us. So what we can now do is we can simply just add a chart to this data table. So to do that, we'll just come back up to the insert tab, we'll go to our recommended charts, and boom, as you can see, there we go. So that's an easy way on getting stock history within Excel.